ovulation, and that's somewhere toward the middle of the cycle. Depends on the length of the first part of your cycle as to exactly what day ovulation occurs. But when it occurs, you know that the oocyte, along with some cells around it, are released from the ovary. And they are picked up by the ephemerae, pass up the uterine tube. And here somewhere, maybe there's some sperm. And I'm going to draw this up here above it. This is the oocyte or egg. It will have some cells around it that were part of the follicle. Got an interesting name for this array of cells that are glued around the outside of this egg. I'm going to write it in here because it would take too much space, but it's got an interesting name for those cells around the egg. They're called the corona radiata. Translate it for me. Corona radiata. Radiating crown. That's what that means. Because they're like a little starburst or sunburst around the outside of it. Now the sperm have to tunnel through this. I'm going to make the sperm much bigger than they would normally be proportionally, but the sperm have to attack this egg and tunnel their way through. Sperm are much smaller proportionate than I'm drawing right here. But at this point, this is where this will occur. And it typically is in some place along the ampulla of the uterine tube where this fertilization is going to happen. See, the sperm have made their way up, not through the endometrium, but up through the uterine tube here. And so this will continue to move and divide as it moves down this thing. Now, when this egg is fertilized, it becomes technically what is called a zygote, when you unite the sperm and the egg. But those nuclei, the sperm nucleus and the egg nucleus, that each have 23 chromosomes, will come together within this thing and produce the zygote that I talked about. Then what happens after those two nuclei fuse, forming a nucleus again that has 46 chromosomes once again. What's going to happen now once we get the cell with 46 chromosomes, a zygote? What's it going to do? What cell division process is going to start occurring? Meiosis has already happened. That's produced the sperm and the egg. Mitosis. You're going to start increasing the cell population, cells that have 46 chromosomes, same number of chromosomes, all of them, and they're going to grow. And how are they going to grow, though the truth is that some of them are going to die along the way. You're not going to get totally this progression, but it's what is called a geometric progression, really, because two cells, you get two cells, usually within the first 30 to 36 hours after fertilization, two cells will be formed. And then what will those two cells do? They'll divide, forming 4 cells, and then 8 cells, and 16, and 32, and 64, and so on.